Film nerds and film theory likes to pretend that plot is king. The clean 3-act structure, the rising action, the ticking clock. But audiences don't return to movies because the beats were perfectly arranged. They return because they met someone on screen they simply couldn't forget. Character is the emotional currency of cinema, and without it, even the most meticulously engineered plots collapse into mediocrity. Think of how many films with thin or even chaotic storylines still linger in culture. We don't watch The Big Lebowski for its kidnapping plot. We watch it because the dude feels like someone we know. We don't return to Lost in Translation for the narrative complexity. We return because Bob and Charlotte's quiet, lonely souls invite us in. A great character doesn't require a flawless storyline. They carry the film on their own gravitational pull. This is the key reason why people binge watch TV shows. They connect to the character, not the storyline. Just like why when series write off key characters, the show declines in viewers and in quality. One Tree Hill is the perfect example of this. Plot is a machine. Characters, they are the heartbeat. A strong plot can tell us what happens, but compelling characters tell us why it matters. They transform events into meaning. When a character's desire, flaw, or conflict drives the film, even the simplest storyline becomes powerful. A story about a boxer is familiar until it's Rocky, and suddenly it becomes about dignity, failure, and the fear of never being good enough. The plot hasn't changed. The character has. And when characters are thin, no twist can save the film. You can feel it immediately. The script keeps throwing bigger events at the screen, explosion, betrayals, reversals, but it all feels weightless because there's no eternal life behind the eyes of the people experiencing it. Plot without character becomes a speculate without consequence. Look at Frankenstein. Mia Goth's character, as minimal as screen time as she has, played such a huge part in the film. Great characters anchor a film, shape its tone, absorbs its themes, and give the audience something to root for, fear for, or recognize themselves in. They don't just move through the story, they transform it. The Perks of Being a Wallflower, again, is a perfect example of this. Not everyone went through the events and trauma that Charlie did, but almost everyone can relate to him, being that kid that feels isolated and alone until they find their quote-unquote tribe, so to speak. In the end, plot is how you guide an audience through a movie. Characters are why they stay and return time and time again. Now, with that being said, what are some of your favorite character-driven films that constantly pull you in and make you revisit it time and time again? Comment below and let me know. As always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, go ahead and hit the subscribe button to never miss a video. We have daily film content, including movie reviews, movie news, and so much more. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button to never miss a video.